We're live. What's up, guys? How are you?
Oh, we need a computer or something to follow the chat, don't we? Oh, I didn't think of that.
Anyway, Joe. That's Joe. I'm Darrel. This is Daniel.
Hey.
And we're here for Henshin Hangout live. We're doing a thing, and well, yeah. So how are you guys? We have some new Super Sentai rumors. We have some news, and then we're going to be talking about episode 36 of Kyuranger. And while that's happening, I'm going to be putting this together. So, yeah.
I mean, that means taking it out of the box? Oh, you actually have to put it together.
I actually have to put it together.
Oh.
So, all right. So, let's hit rumors first. So, we have a couple rumors. This is all coming from Dukemon22, who is in chat, Matt Hunt, right now. We have...
So he's an insider. He knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knows the
Shout
stuff.
out to you, Mark.
All right. So, I wasn't on stream last time this rumor came out. So, you know the whole thing of the two Sentai. We have the thieves and the robbers.
Yes.
Lupin Rangers being the thieves, and Pato Rangers being the police theme Sentai. So, one of the rumors from way back is... Lupin Ranger, it's supposed to be a 3-3 for each team. And then, so we have Lupin Ruby, Lupin Sapphire, and Lupin Emerald. So, and then, again, Pato Fire, Pato Water, and Pato Thunder. And those are the classifications, the color schemes.
Water, fire, and thunder for the cops.
Yes.
And Ruby...
Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald for the thieves.
Makes sense.
Wait, what? How does that make sense?
Because for the thieves, it makes sense.
For
And
Jules,
for
but I don't understand the
But
fire.
I don't
for
understand.
the cops, I don't know. It's just those are very big, strong kind of concepts as far as fire, thunder, and water. They're like almost forces of nature. And I guess, kind of Law and Order itself is kind of like a force of nature.
Maybe.
So I see it is. Think about it. We always want law and order, no matter what happens in the world. Even when the society just starts out, it's like law and order. So
Law?
in order, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So we
This
have...
isn't Bishop. This is Cyclops, actually.
Yeah, I want the bishop one.
There's not a Bishop one
There
yet.
needs to be one.
There's not a Bishop one yet.
So
It
we
seems
have
Cyclops being kind of like
another
a
rumor,
cable.
actually,
Well, it could be Cannonball,
following
too, kinda.
this.
Yeah.
We have another rumor following this, again saying that it's another team of 3 for each.
Gold?
Two of the 6
There's
Rangers
one of
will be
them's gold.
women.
I read this.
Yeah.
This was on Angel Grove Radio.
Yes.
I read it.
The team colors, so one of them is going to be red-blue. That's one Ranger. Gold
Wait, whoa.
and silver.
Red and blue or just red
Red-blue for one Ranger.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Red and blue.
Red-blue,
Wow.
gold,
Kamen Rider
and
build.
silver. And then the other team, whatever it is going to be red-black, white, and yellow.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's like, I don't know. I mean, so we're going to have... That basically confirms that we're going to have 2 Red Rangers. And then whatever happens as far as them combining or staying separate or, that's going to be interesting.
It's pretty cool that, like, right now in the stream, we look like we're in heaven.
once
like
you
really
took off your
bright.
jacket,
We are in heaven.
Once you took off your jacket, we realized
It's like an
we
angel.
are in heaven.
And then...
this
It just
is
shows
awesome.
that my clothes stay white. Bleach.
This
Anyway.
one...
It's just, I don't
This
know.
rumor literally came to me from Dukemon, from Matt, just before we streamed. So, the Lupin
Is this
Ranger...
an exclusive?
Yeah, this just came
Shit,
out
alright.
right now. So the Lupin Ranger, Pato Ranger, so the Versus movie of Kyuranger with Juoger, they did the filming movie, and they usually have the cameos of the new Sentai during this movie somewhere towards the end. Well, the new suits were spotted, and one of them is female and possibly yellow.
One of them is female.
Well, one of them is yellow, possibly female.
A
That's what-
yellow female.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
possible.
anyway. He said he's trying to hunt down pics. Hunt down pics. I get it.
I don't get it. Hunt down pics?
Because his last name is Hunt down pic. I'm sorry. Anyway,
High five.
and if he finds them, he'll tweet them at me. And then another one that just literally came out is that the robots, the mechs, are supposed to be named Pato Ranger Robo and Lupin King.
Like Lupin
King.
the Third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are all rumors, all to be taken with a grain of salt. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but
Wait, let me ask you something about the grain of salt thing.
yeah.
You don't want Daniel doesn't like that term.
Really?
Because that's a term that's a kind of like a derogative term. And if this is
it really?
Yeah, this is your like trusted like guy. I wouldn't say like that. So we're gonna say, what's the better way to say that? Don't take it with a grain of salt.
Speculation at the moment.
Not even that. It's a solid rumor from a solid source.
I like that because you're still pointing out the fact that it is a rumor.
You're a
rumor
solid
itself-
source, sir.
Yeah, actually, I like that. Solid rumor from a solid source.
Because he's a buddy of yours, and he seems pretty reliable,
Yeah.
or else you wouldn't be shouting him out. So yeah, solid rumor from a solid source.
That's what you are, man.
Before we even get further into this, though, we do got a few things to like let you guys know about. Number one, the super chat. What does the super chat do, Daniel?
Well, super chat, you'll notice in the lower right-hand corner, usually on the chat, they'll see an S. That S stands for support. You'll go ahead and click on that, and it will help you to make sure that whatever you're saying in the chat is actually seen. Because the chat goes pretty quick, yes. The chat goes very fast. And with the chat going very fast, we can't always see and address everything. But the super chat will let us know and point out your chat. So that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Then we also got the THS Hashtaggers group. So, Darrel, why don't you explain that?
The THS Hashtaggers group. Wow, let me just talk about that right now. So
Oh
we
my
have.
god! Lucky! Because it's like...
That was stupid. That was that like my joke was stupid. That was
No,
that,
it is not stupid.
but that was
It's
stupid.
literally
Anyway,
not-
THS Hashtaggers is a group on Facebook.
I didn't-
It's a
Lucky.
big collaboration of all of us here in chat.
Did you put that in your mouth?
It's candy.
Oh. I thought it was his toy.
Anyway, basically what THS Hashtaggers is that it's the chat room outside of our chat room. You guys can collab, you guys can talk, and it's a nice way for all of us to connect and share news. It's a lot of fun, and please join it on Facebook.
It's where you go to keep the conversation going.
Yes.
Yes, and also we have a TeePublic store. You get your cool Ranger gear
Whoa,
there. You
tell
can
me
get-
more.
You can get every show that we kind of cover. You can get it there. You can't get that shirt there though. That was
This is
limited
actually a limited
Power Morphicon shirt.
Power Morphicon shirt. That's why I wore it today. I was just like, I want to wear something limited.
But you can get our other shirts there. I know we have the Doctor Strange Stranger Things mashup shirt. You can get the Deadpool shirt. I know that there's Ranger shirts in there, so you can get those. Also, all of those proceeds go to what we're doing for Power Morphicon.
Yes.
So check that out. We got more announcements coming soon. And what was I going to say about Power Morphicon? There was something that we're going to do that's special. Well, we're throwing the official party.
We are.
And we announced that last week, but more details on that because it's a themed party.
Oh, it's going to be
Get ready for
so
that.
good.
We're going to be talking about Hyperforce in Power Rangers Wrap Up, which is right after this.
Yes.
Well, like a little bit after this.
Oh, Hyper Voice is getting good.
So we actually have an announcement on that. Are we allowed to talk about some of the stuff that we know, like that we were privy to?
Not unless he tells us.
Well, you didn't say we couldn't.
Kinda.
About the things that involve you and I.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it
can
out.
talk about it. Yeah.
In the next thing. But Kyuranger, man, so every single day this week, I looked for episode 37, and I was disappointed. So last week, I made a joke saying, like, you know what, I signed on to this show, and you said there would be a down week, and there's been 36 weeks straight of Kyuranger.
And finally, you
And
get a
there was
moment where
one-
We
Yeah.
finally had it.
Which sucks, though, because because it leaves
you're
it
so used to it. Now it's like, so the one moment when you're like, hey, something's wrong with the internet. Mom! And then you figure out, no, it's just...
I would have laughed
them.
so hard if your mom actually like walked through
Shut
the door.
up. That would have been so good. She just walks in here. What's wrong? I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Is that how your mom talks?
Yeah, she's Haitian, West Indian. So, you got a weird accent. This high-pitched voice, a weird accent. It's interesting.
You're Haitian?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
We'll call this the Haitian Hangout.
Haitian hangout. It's so stupid.
We'll just eat West Indian food and talk about, like,
All right,
things that
guys. For
happen.
every stupid joke you hear on Henshin Hangout coming from Daniel, you have to, I don't know,
Take a shot
take a shot.
of Canadian whiskey, a.k.a. maple syrup.
Yeah, and there you go. You have to take a shot of Canadian whiskey, aka Canadian. Yeah, Canadian
maple
whiskey,
syrup.
maple syrup. That's genius.
That's what
Oh
I
my
call
God.
maple syrup now, Canadian whiskey.
Also, one last bit of news that I forgot to say. So, Premium Bandai, Bandai of Japan. You know where you can get all like the really cool like official merch from the shows, like the Kyuranger jackets, for example. Bandai of Japan put up a questionnaire about overseas shipping, basically feeling the waters or like sending stuff over here to America.
Oh, we're talking about the
actual company that makes all the gear for the show.
So is that now the gear that like Rich Sentai, is it Sentai jackets?
Yes, those are all. This is the official place to get them.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets them through a middleman.
But Rich's stuff is great.
No, yeah, exactly. Like if you ever see Sentai jackets like at a con, they have great stuff. But if you want to get directly from the source, Bandai Premium is where you would get it. However, before we would have to go through a middleman to get these things. Now they're like putting up a questionnaire, feeling the waters of like bring it over here, like officially. So that's a thing. That is actually in Angel Grove Radio. I'll send the link over to Joe and he can put it up on
Also,
Hashtagers.
Speaking of the jackets and that kind of stuff, the quality I heard is much better when it's the official Bandai Japan, right?
Oh yeah. It's like straight leather. It's like it's not just like fake.
That weird fake
Yeah.
And do they
leather?
usually put out every character's jacket? That's pretty cool.
I've been
Pretty cool,
Well,
man.
but, I mean, how much is it? Pretty penny. Am I right?
It's like $600
It's
now.
a
It's
lot,
like
yeah.
500, 400, somewhere around there.
Well, it's a leather
600.
jacket. That makes sense. I mean, you want a good quality leather jacket. What are you paying?
Yeah.
You know?
I
So,
bought
I
a
mean,
red
You
leather
want to
jacket
be like
once.
a really low key nerd.
I
and just,
legit
like,
bought a red leather jacket one time. It cost me, I got it custom made.
Michael Jackson?
No.
Zippers?
It cost me $800. You know how many times I wore it? Once.
Wait, was it the Superman one?
Nah, it was a Fight Club.
Oh, the Tyler
Fight Club,
Durden?
yeah.
Oh my God!
Cost
Why
me-
don't you do it? Like, bring it out for like something.
Man, it cost me so much money.
Like literally, you should show up to one stream wearing like the whole Tyler Durden outfit, the
acting
floral
like Tyler
shirt,
Durden.
the floral shirt and everything. Just sit there.
But I have a question about this Bandai Premium stuff.
Okay.
though. It's not just wardrobe though. It's also like figurines and stuff too, or is it also
No,
like
it's
collectibles?
it's basically just wardrobe.
Okay.
Like you can get like all the jewelry that they wear, the belts that they wear, the jackets. It's like you can recreate the whole entire outfit if you have the money, of course.
Yeah.
And buy it off there. But this stuff sells out really quick, to my knowledge. So you're gonna have to get lucky.
No pun intended. Also, the
Maple syrup.
other question I had is, speaking of testing things out. Now I know that Crunchyroll, I believe it's Crunchyroll VRV. It's one
Yes.
of the two. Crunchyroll,
Both.
VRV. They're testing out Tokusatsu.
Yes.
Do you think that there's any chance that we'll get, because obviously there's a market for it. I mean, if what's the company that's putting out the DVDs?
Shout Factory.
If
Yeah.
Shout Factory is able to make a profit on, there's definitely money to be made. So
Oh yeah.
when do you think we'll get the toy stuff? Toei stuff?
I don't know, because the only company that has them up on Crunchyroll and VRV right now is Subaraya, and that's the company that owns Ultraman and Godzilla and stuff. But there is obviously a market for it here, as far as like all the Super Sentai Kamen Rider stuff. Hopefully soon. I mean, if you like blast it out at Crunchyroll, be like, hey, we want to see like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Maybe they'll put it on there if like the demand is big enough. But I think it is gonna like come over to Crunchyroll.
I just want to point out that Darrel is putting together a
I am.
candy toy.
I am putting
That's
together.
what it's called? Is it called a...
Yeah. So these are the mini Pla things. You can buy them like online, or if you have a local like Japan like hobby shop, you can get them there.
When I buy toys, I want them to already be put together.
But this is where the fun is.
I
don't
disagree.
No, but I mean, I do like the fact that there's candy involved. So I'm kind of.
Was that candy good though? Because I
Yes,
don't.
it was. It was actually. I'm waiting for you to open the other one.
You can open it. Open it right now.
Oh, there's actually candy in it?
Yeah,
that's
Just
why I
one
ate
piece of candy?
That one piece of
Just
candy.
one
That
piece of
one thing
candy.
I ate when I was like, oh, that's all. Here, eat it.
And the thing that you yelled at him for?
I
Yeah,
thought it was a piece of the toy.
What are you eating? What are you putting in
Well,
your
you
mouth?
gotta admit, it came out of the package, and you just put it in your mouth. Like, what the hell's going on? All right, so let's talk about some
This is
Kyuranger.
horrible for audio right now. Like, fine, guys.
You ever wanted Henshin Hangout ASMR? Well, you got it
Oh,
right
God.
now. I don't know. Some people like that. To each their own.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. It's a big thing now.
I'm not one of those people, but
All right,
I find it weird.
that's your thing.
this
You
episode
want-
focused
you
a
want
lot on
I'm
Lucky.
good.
We got to see a lot. So we've been wanting Lucky's backstory. See, I'm not going to be satisfied with Kyuranger until we get full-on Spada backstory.
Yes.
Ooh.
He's the only one that hasn't received a full backstory yet.
Guys, we got episodes left, man.
We only, I would say, oh man, I've been watching Tokyuger. I'm kind of really getting into it.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Dude, Tokyuger's great. Like, people were hating on it so much because it was so happy-go-lucky, but it's great. I love it.
I like the tone.
Happy-go-lucky.
I mean, this is also a different, we'll talk about that back to Kyuranger in a second, but like, it's also, I like the idea of instilling imagination.
Yes.
Like, that's a really cool, like, concept, actually. Anyway, back to this. We get to see Lucky's backstory a little bit. We get to see where he comes from. We get to see his grandfather.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get to see back to those like flashbacks about what actually happened. Every time it flashes back to like these the white
Crying Lucky.
Yeah, the crying Lucky and the flames, and he's wearing the white robe. This is it.
Yeah.
We finally get it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, this was an episode I've been waiting for a while, and it didn't disappoint. Actually, it's putting us back on the plot line. You actually care, and it matters. You didn't. I never knew that Lucky was a prince, and
He's a prince.
and you now know why his grandfather's like so strict with them.
Yes.
I love that. I love that story, and it's crazy because we're getting that so late in the game too, and I think that that's really cool.
Well, the thing is, like, we're getting it's appropriate words where you say we're getting it so late in the game, but it is indeed a game changer.
I like
It's something
though.
that's cool.
I like that they didn't halt the plot just to have this though, because while everyone is going down to Lucky's homeworld to save it, the rest of them are still going to the cross system and then get pushed back by an invisible wall. And they're like, well, we have to figure this out. I like that they didn't just like glaze over the fact. They talked about it.
Which was cool. It made sense because it lets us know that, well, being honest, the writers haven't abandoned us.
Yes.
They've been paying attention. They've been doing work, even though some people have been complaining, like, I don't know, it feels like the writing's becoming far more lackluster. No, they actually had something.
Are you
I think
saying
he's making
me
fun of
specifically?
you. I think
Oh,
he's
was
making fun of
it?
you.
Was it? Did you
Yeah.
think- Oh, well.
I think he's making fun of you.
Do you think now that you've seen this, like, oh, they had a
Well, I
plan
mean,
the whole
listen,
time?
let's be real. Like they even said it in the chat that once you get to like the 30s, mid 30s, it's all filler.
Yeah,
the
true,
30
but I don't know.
syndrome.
This one was pretty
This is the
good, though.
only one. I mean, when did we? For the last 4 episodes, it's been all filler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, when Golden Afro showed up and
Even that was still filler.
his whole thing about how he was like, man,
That episode, like, as
he's my favorite character, so I don't
as
care. I was
kind
so
of fillery
I regret
as it
Alright, so
was.
would you cosplay as him?
I am considering cosplaying as him, but the thing is,
That's a
painting
lot
my
of
body
paint.
with the that's the thing.
It's
a
only
lot.
really your face, though,
No,
right?
it is, and then I have to wear like a kind of floral shirt or something like that, and be like, "Hey everyone, blah 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 blah,"
And
I've got
you'd
a
have to get
fro
the
and,
little guy
you know.
on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could still do that.
I find it so
cosplay.
funny that he's like such a main character.
He's important. He was in this episode.
He was.
He
Nazi.
was. He was giving. Yeah.
He was-
He gave us a little bit of an announcement and a rally.
He was basically like, I was captured by dark matter. I was under the control, and the Kyuranger saved me. The whole time during the speech, I was expecting him to die. I was expecting.
I
like
did.
assassination
I did.
guy?
Yep. No, I thought right there, like, it was, and he'd be dead.
Ah,
Oh, let me ask you guys a
treason.
question about this. What do you guys feel about this whole multi Don Armages?
I like it.
So
I
it
don't
sucks.
want it to suck. Like, there's so many ways this could go wrong, and I really don't want it to go wrong.
But he's right. There's a lot of ways that this can go wrong. Because I think you got to think that this season's been very ambitious.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it has.
And you can easily tie yourself down with a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
And if I bet you right now, if we took a step back and really analyzed this season, we could find them.
Yeah.
But it's. Do you think they'll cover them up?
I think so. I think without a doubt they're gonna be able to just make sure that even though we have it is a kid show, so we'll have plot holes, you know, and it's just the way it goes. But the thing is, they've been treating the show like much more than
They've been
just a
treating the
kid
show with so much respect, and
Yeah.
I love that. I
And
appreciate that so much.
I think they'll notice where some of the plot holes are, and they will be able to address and correct. So far, it makes sense that there are multiple Don Armages. So it's like, okay, oh, you killed him.
Well,
but
do you like
wasn't it.
that? Do you like that there's multiple?
I dig it. It makes him. It makes the myth of Don
don't-
Armage even larger, and his power even far more massive. So it's like, dude, we thought, okay, we'll be able to really get an answer and take care of things. But it goes beyond that. It's like, it's so much bigger. It's like Final Fantasy, where they're like, they get to a point midway through where they're like, all right, finally, we got everything. We know what's going on. And all it is just this guy making, like on 7, he's taking the whatever from the earth.
Yeah.
The materia whatever from the earth. And that's all it is. And then you find out, no,
Final
it's
Fantasy?
so much more than that. Where you find out it's so much more than that. That's what I love.
That's what I love, and that's what I was just talking. I think we were talking about this. My favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan.
And that's why I'm telling you, I really dig this. Where it was like, okay, we're just going to shut down the factory, and that should be it. Then you find out Sephiroth and everything else. It becomes so much more. That's what we're getting here.
Vincent Valentine.
We'll get rid of Don Armage, and then that'll be it. And then you find out, no, you can't just simply get rid.
The only problem I have with it is that I feel like that's too convenient and easy. I felt that and I dig it. Like I do like the storyline, but I do feel like unless you gotta admit, it's kind of like writing. Like it's like, all right, we just wrote this really hard thing. Now you just make it easier. For us.
So
I mean, it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. Right. As long as they can turn it and still make it good.
So as long as it's still appealing, I wouldn't mind. I really hope that there is more than one. I hope that this is like a species of
yeah. I'm kind of down with that too. Also,
they have this hive mind or something.
You're right about one
that
thing.
will be dangerous. Then
Switching gears with characters real quick, I do not like Garu at this point.
Yeah, Garu has turned into this comic relief.
I agree with you.
Which it wouldn't be a bad thing if he was initially introduced like that, but he wasn't.
He was introduced as like a hardcore warrior.
Yeah, he was like this, really prideful. I'm gonna save my people, and now he's like, I'm a loyal comrade? Yeah! That's what I am.
That is so messed up. It's like, no, you've been downgraded. You're not really a friend. You're a loyal comrade. And it's like,
I like how
I'm happy about that.
Lucky was about that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, he's my only friend. Wait, so what am I?
You're my teammate.
You're my reliable comrade.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah! And you're like, what? Like, dude, that's...
But Garu,
I just put you in the friend zone, and you're really excited about it.
He got friend zoned.
Yeah, right? Not even friend zoned. You got comrade zoned. And you're perfectly fine with it.
Teammate zoned.
Yeah, right?
You know what, though? Interestingly enough, and maybe you could speak a little bit more about this, Darrell, is that something that I noticed in Sentai is they don't ship characters, really. Besides Naga and Balance. I feel like they're
sometimes they do.
Well, yeah, they have a combi, and that's the thing.
But in this season with so many characters...
I was expecting at least one.
Yeah.
But I'm a little glad they've kind of glazed over the fact that we're not, getting a romance
story.
And
I guess there's that one hungry, thirsty character, that one that's in the forest or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She is definitely thirsty.
She's great,
Oh,
though.
my God. She just, anybody who's like, oh, hey! She just pops out of a portal hugging people.
But there is that, I guess. But also... I mean, you know what? And in the last few episodes too, I felt like the tone of it had gotten a little bit more goofier.
Yeah.
But now this brought us back to the basics of it being like a strong story that's being told.
Oh yeah.
One thing that really caught me was how adorable is that little Caesar with Lucky.
Oh.
You don't like Caesar? That's like your dog Brooklyn.
It is so, but
so
all right, fine.
I do like Caesar.
Fine.
And I like how adorable he is. However, I don't like when it's a very clear buy the toy thing.
Yeah. And it's a very clear this is gonna be a Zord thing or a Mecha thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I was really hoping this wouldn't be one of those, because I remember a long time ago I saw the scans for this and I knew this was coming, I just didn't know when.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh my God, please don't like this be a really bad CG toy. And that's what it was. And then there was a point when it was just on his shoulder,
that was my thing.
That's what I don't like.
It wasn't as cool as the little one that's on Golden Afro's shoulder. It was just
Don Armage.
What is this little? It was just but besides that, Caesar was bad A. When the first moment we a mini cute, it's a mini Cutama.
It's a mini Cutama.
But no, I mean, it was dope when the first moment where we saw him, where it was just all these people. The grandfather was like, "Oh no, watch out!" And and then all of a sudden you see Caesar just, and just leap at them, and they were like, "Oh, what is
absolutely, don't get me wrong, that stuff is hilarious when it happens, because it's you just got torn apart by a $40 toy.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Lucky's backstory so far?
I think it's really interesting.
Who has the best backstory so far?
I'm glad that it's not just like he's the chosen one.
Well, I think the best backstory is for sure the Phoenix Soldier.
Really? I like Scorpio. I like
Scorpio?
Yeah.
Really?
I like his dude.
Well, you know what?
But
But
his connection and everything.
His is
and that, I
cool,
just
but it's
love
so
it.
cliche.
Scorpio? Yeah, it's such an anime trope.
It's such a cliche.
Yes.
But then again, Phoenix Soldier's essentially just Captain America. Like it's
There
the
you go.
same thing.
That's it.
Well,
I mean, everyone.
let's see.
Every
What
one
would you
of them,
compare
like, the
Lucky's
same-
backstory to then? He
Lucky's as King Arthur.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He was a
But
prince
he's
and
just
he
not
fled.
he's not the sleeping prince. That's all.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
King Arthur's thing. You know.
But I mean, I do like it though. The only thing that kind of I have
Arthur,
a little
prodigal
question
son.
about though is the one thing I don't like. The only thing I don't like about this season. There's only one thing I don't like, and it's that
What's one thing you don't like?
is
What's that one thing you don't
that
like?
the White Ranger was not a separate character.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. What's his name? What's his name? The guy.
Well, it
Wasn't Orion.
Orion.
I almost wanted Orion to be the White Ranger and then pass it to Lucky.
Yeah. I mean, that was
you
all
will
of
not
our.
let that go.
That's the only
like
thing.
The one thing you're like, no, you were wrong.
Because
and
I
that's what
don't like.
feel.
I don't like it's a cool concept of a power up, right? Like
Yeah.
to have a whole nother colored suit, but also it's a wasted opportunity because you could have another Ranger.
That's true. Well, I mean, come on, man. We started when they give the description of the show. It's like 9 heroes, blah blah blah. Now we're at 15, or what? How many do we have?
Yeah,
now?
12.
We have
We're
12.
at 12 now.
and we're just growing.
But
and growing,
officially,
growing.
there's
Come on.
13 constellations, so it would have made a
Exactly.
little bit more sense.
Yeah, true.
I know
But
that
then
there's
if
12
you-
zodiac signs, but there's 13 constellations.
This is true.
You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
said-
That's true. I don't know. I just,
No,
didn't
but
think
realistically, I think it would have been a cool concept. And I also like the fact that I think that he's such a different character that it would have been cool to see him kind of interact with the rest of that team. Because you already have like a couple that are
'Cause he's so
droids,
serious.
and he's a serious guy. You know, and to see him, and to just imagine him interacting with like balance, and they have to like, and it's like a weird. I like that contrast. That's one thing I love about this season, by the way, is the contrast.
The
Because in
contrast between all
Tokyuger-
the characters.
Yeah, in Tokyuger, they all seem to fit together really well because the story is they grew up together, but they don't really remember it. And they all fit together really well. So you can see that they have different personalities,
Yeah.
but they're a team at the end of the day. Whereas this one's a group of kind of like people that are banded together under one bigger common cause.
Yeah.
That I guess they're a team now, but they definitely didn't start off as
They're
that.
No.
they're literally reliable comrades, loyal comrades all together. Because like a lot of them are friends, but they're still at their core. That's all they banded together for, just to beat like
Just to
Dark
be-
Matter.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. So the backstory. I mean, we got a cool fight in this. We got everything that I missed for the last
2-3
yeah
episodes.
2 or 3 episodes.
Okay.
I mean, we got that cool like thing with Don Armage at the end, but it was
yeah.
like I've been saying Don Armage now, and I've been calling it Don Armage because I know that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. But you guys have it stuck in my head now.
Don Armage. Hey, Don
Don
Armage.
Armage.
I hate what I
Stuck in my
honestly,
head.
if it does get adapted here, I would not be surprised
I would love
if
it.
that's gonna be a thing. Nor am I going to like it. So, and then I'm gonna just hate myself because I was like,
Like,
I
oh,
created this
I
fucking
created
character.
this. You created
Some-
it. When
someone-
Don Armage.
A rep at Saban is watching this stream. He's like writing it down. He's like adapting it. He's like, that's what I'm gonna call it.
All right.
Don
Don
Armage.
Armage.
Don Armage. And it will be like a whole syndicate. Oh, this is genius.
It's interesting how I would say this
Oh my
though.
God.
Oh, the other thing
you
I
thought
don't
about
like.
it?
The other thing I don't like about this season too is I wish that Dark Naga would have stayed darker a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, but at least we still got the outfit and everything.
He
His,
was
like,
dark
power,
for
his
so
level.
long though.
But he
So
was,
good,
but the
and it
thing
was
is,
so
at moments,
good.
but at moments they didn't
Oh.
really like address so many things the way they could have,
Mm-hmm.
which is I understand why you wanted it to be a little bit longer. But I mean, ultimately he did.
Dude, what's wrong?
kind
Is,
of-
is the Gremlin Jezzer out right now because he's banning people in the chat room? Idiot.
I
He
don't
didn't mean
mean
to
to-
ban anyone.
oh, come on, Jezzer. What, are you
Jezzer,
doing,
what
man?
the hell? You cyberbully.
See, this is the thing, Jezzer. You're all the way over there in Korea right now,
Man,
and
you're
you're
a
banning people.
cyberbully.
That is wrong.
Daryl's been saying that for a while now.
Oh,
that
there's
Jezzer's
a cyberbully?
He is on and off chat. Have you seen him in THS hashtaggers?
Oh my God!
He's
No, no.
mean.
What does he do?
He's just, I don't know.
He's cyberbullying.
Punks people.
Oh, by the way, there's two people I want to give shout out to: Carlos Martinez and Kat. They have started writing for our website.
Ooh, thank you guys. Appreciate
If you
that.
see, Kat just wrote a recent
Yes,
article on
she wrote
Pirates
it
of the
first.
Caribbean leaving Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah.
And Carlos just wrote a recent article on, I believe it's the Arrowverse. So
Cool. Very good, guys. Awesome.
I'm loving this. I'm liking
So if
this.
you guys want to contribute to our website, hit us up with a sample writing at ths@thathashtagshow.com.
Man, bravo. People are just growing, making things happen. I love it. But
Okay.
Jether, cyberbullying. No.
What can we expect going into this next episode?
Okay, did you see the
I
Did you see the
not
preview?
watch it because someone does
Don't-
not want to ruin it for me.
because if you don't watch the preview, it's a lot more suspenseful. Because that's another thing I don't like about Kyuranger. Their previews are very spoilery, and I didn't realize it really until this episode when you realize kind of who is Lucky's dad. When you watch the end of the episode and just stop it there.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a big oh my god moment. But once you watch the preview, it's like, oh, it's not as big as I thought.
Wait, but it is what you thought.
See,
Okay,
the episode hasn't aired yet, so we don't actually
but
know.
Can we talk about what we did see at the end of the episode? I mean, the guy...
Lucky, so it's implied, if you don't watch the preview, it's implied that Lucky's dad is, in fact, the arch...
that new monster that and he destroyed this...
the Vice Shogun, that's what it is.
There you go.
Vice Shogun. I was like, what the hell is his
Dude,
name?
and think about it. Okay, if they did adapt it here and they did the whole Mafia theme, instead of like the Shoguns and the mayors, it would be capos and like... Capos? Yeah, like because when you're a capo, when you're in charge of like a particular area.
I've never
in
heard
Mafia.
that term before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a capo and then there's the Goombas. Like, it goes like...
Koopa.
No, not Koopa. Yeah, but that's where but it's capo and then Goomba, or a consigliere, you can go through that whole thing. So, if they did do it... There's a structure, I'm just saying, in the Mafia, and it would be, there's Don, there's consigliere, there's capo, and then there's
soldiers.
Goomba.
Okay.
And Goomba, the foot soldier. So, it's just, that would be pretty cool if they did do it in that way. I would love that. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, there's... Oh, gosh. Seeing the end of this episode, that was the biggest plot twist. Last bit, because I'm already like really attached to Lucky, and as far as the story, and so this like preview was like.
But it's kind of similar to a story we already had with someone, isn't it?
Who?
Someone else's family member was a villain that we had to deal with. Just saying.
But was he forcibly turned into a villain?
Oh, he was voluntarily turned into a villain.
Yeah.
This one was forcibly turned into a villain. So still, we're still saying the thing.
And that's
turned
the thing.
into a villain.
Okay, I'm gonna play off of the fact since you don't know what the preview is. This new the Vice Shogun. Let's assume it is Lucky's dad.
Okay.
That's what's implied.
Okay.
He doesn't have any memory. He just knows him as Shishi Red, and he's out to kill him. Now, when it finally goes down, it's like, oh, you're my dad? That's gonna be some crazy stuff.
He's gonna feel torn.
No amount.
Do I fight? Do I not fight? I need to try to make him good again. Sounds a lot like.
And no, but see, that's the thing. No amount. That's gonna break Lucky. No amount of luck is going to just turn back your dad.
Whoa! Oh,
That's gonna
I love
break
that
him.
phrase right there. No amount of luck will turn back your dad. Like that, just on its own, will give.
Unless
a
like
synopsis for
his
everything
dad,
that's gonna happen.
like,
And if that doesn't happen, then I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, that's what I
Nothing's
mean.
over.
It's so if this doesn't turn out the way I think it is, it's gonna be so disappointing because that's like that would be so good, and I would hate for it to happen. I really would, but oh my gosh.
It's pretty good actually.
Because then what's the Vice Shogun gonna do? He's gonna like sparkle and he's like, oh Lucky, I've seen the error of my ways. Now I'm like your dad again. I am now King Aslan.
So
like,
will he have to kill his dad?
What did you just call him?
his name is
Aslan.
King Aslan.
Which makes sense.
What a stupid name.
What's wrong with King
King Aslan?
What's wrong with King Aslan?
Jeez, really?
I love King Aslan.
All right, we're gonna start calling you Aslan then. All right,
Well,
Aslan.
no, you can call me King. It's call me King Aslan.
You're Prince
I was like,
Aslan.
Nope. I am the king. Call me King Aslan.
So you're gonna change
That's
your
it.
Instagram name to
King
King Aslan?
Aslan.
If your Instagram name isn't changed by the
right,
be
King
so
Aslan.
disappointed.
I can't. I've invested so
Guys,
much in
super
Battlestar
chat if you
Galactica.
want him to change his name to
Nope,
King
nope.
Aslan.
Oh yeah, right. If we can get a super chat amount that reaches, I will change it.
JD, when are we allowed to make our announcement? When are we allowed to make our announcement for?
If you guys could see the
What about the
the
Morphicon
producer's
stuff?
reaction right now.
Well, we're figuring out an
Figuring out,
aspect
I
of it.
guess.
We do have an official name, but we can't. We got all right. Whatever.
What about the Morphicon
Can you just drop
stuff?
the name and not say anything right now?
No, I can't.
Aw.
What about the Morphicon stuff? What about it? This looks
are
like
we-
Iron Man's gloves, by the way.
Are we at... That's his head.
Doesn't it? Like
It does, like
an
it's
Iron
a-
Man gauntlet.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Oh, it
Because
does.
I was on a podcast with a guy yesterday, and he said he was buying his Karn Henshin helmet and Henshin's network on YouTube. He said he was buying his Morphicon ticket, and I was like, dude, hashtag has some stuff planned, but I can't tell.
No,
any
we
of
just
you.
dropped that. Oh, that's. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we do. We have.
That was the announcement.
We have.
Like, when are we allowed to talk about that?
I
Well,
think as
I can
time gets
announce. I
closer-
can announce the official party. I cannot announce the theme of it.
Ah, it's so good too. Okay.
I might be able to announce a theme next week.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know if I can announce any of the actual other events that we have going on. We're working on a really big one too, which is super last minute actually. Not last minute because it's 9 months away, but it's a new thing that we're trying to do because I didn't realize how much interest was in our involvement. So now we're trying to do something spectacular.
Oh, it's gonna be huge.
I will say this though.
It's gonna be huge.
I will promise you
Huge. It's
that,
gonna be huge.
that no booth at Morphicon is going to be able to compare to our booth. I will promise you that. 100%.
No matter what. No matter what. That's one thing.
When suddenly...
But that'll be a fun thing that we have going on too. We're gonna have exclusive merchandise like products at Morphicon specifically, and I think that some of these products you're not gonna be able to get anywhere else. Number one, I can announce some of that stuff because we're gonna be giving like, I know that like just for example we're gonna be selling the first draft of the Power Rangers movie script from this year's movie. So it's the first draft. So this is going to give you, it tells you more about the Alien Rangers. It tells you more about the stuff that you didn't know. It actually has a different plot twist, some different plot twists in it altogether. And we're going to be selling the production notes, the official production notes from Lionsgate.
What about the life-size Jezzer figures?
Those aren't
statues?
very tall though. So,
No, yeah, they're not that. Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about those.
With karate chopping action.
There is win a date with Jezzer. That does happen. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
We
for you guys.
we have a debut of well, you know what? How about this? I can say this. We will be moderating a lot of panels.
Yes,
But
we will.
here's the thing. All the panels that we're doing are completely different than the panels that you have ever been to in your life.
Yeah.
They're a different spin on things that
We
we're
have
doing.
a Nickelodeon slime bucket. We don't.
No.
I'm just kidding.
We don't, but we do have. I know that we're doing.
It's a shame.
I know that one of the panels that
Now I'm a
that,
little
that we're
actually-
thinking about doing. Can I announce? I can announce that though, right? The panels, like some of them. Sure. So like one of the.
Sure, let's do it.
I know that one of the panels that we're doing, or that we're
Scott, it's
that
like,
we're-
get off of this.
Scott's- Actually, so you want to hear a funny story about that?
What are you doing?
It was 2 weeks ago. I was talking
I've
to
never
Scott.
heard Scott hit that tone.
Right,
and I kind of want.
I want that to happen.
It was 2 weeks
like
ago,
Batman-ish.
and there is something that we're kind of doing with JDF, and I was like, can I announce it this week? Or it was supposed to be this last week, and he was like, it's probably best to hold off because things are gonna. And I was like, okay, but it's something super super cool.
Okay.
But I can say this: one of the panels that we're working on is. All right, so people are really in Power Ranger universe, Power Ranger lore. There's a lot of like relationships and couples,
Should
right?
we tell this here or should we tell it on...
Oh yeah, we'll tell them the next show.
We'll tell him next
It's a
show.
tease on the.
It's a
But
tease.
now you have to tune into the next
Or
one.
you can tell one thing if you have multiple
We're
things.
doing panels.
Okay, there you go. We're doing panels. It's going to be big, and they're going to be revolutionary compared to what you guys have seen before. To
Yes.
find out exactly, well, at least some information on the panels, stay tuned and make sure you're watching our Ranger
I'm
Wrap.
gonna see what announcement. All right, you know how about this? I'm gonna text Scott and see what announcements I officially can make today.
Yes!
And then we'll go from there. How about that?
While
You
he's
guys even
doing
get
that,
exclusives.
I want to hear from you guys. Type in the comments after this is over. Do you think this is Lucky's dad? Do you think the Fight Shogun is Lucky's dad?
Daniel doesn't like it because that's a reused thing.
But once again, I'm kind of digging some of it because I love the tagline of "No amount of luck will turn your dad good." It's like I love that. I love that. I can just imagine that.
Well,
and if they did do it in America, that would be it.
You know who I want to get on this show? Johnny Parker.
Really?
Johnny Parker the third.
What?
I'll tell you why though.
Why?
No, I'm serious.
He's a big fan.
Not only is he a big fan, he's writing a Sentai thing. It's pretty dope.
You know,
But-
Again,
no, we'll talk to him.
Who is that?
In a bit.
okay. I was like, if I happen to disappear and he reappear as Johnny Parker, would you?
Well, you know what would actually be a great episode? Getting Johnny and what's her name? Darrel.
Paula.
Paula?
Yeah.
I still
Together,
don't know who
one
Johnny is,
episode.
but yes, Paula, definitely.
Well, Johnny Parker is
a comic book
a comic book writer.
Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, I think he's over there actually.
Yeah, he is. He's
Anyway, we covered this week's Kyuranger. Is there anything left that what do you want to see overall happen? Like, not just with Lucky, but like what needs to happen for you to be like, this season was amazing? Oh, all right. Lucius Kursan says, "Hey Joe." Well, why just me? Hey Joe, what would happen if Toho monsters became Super Sentai / Power Rangers?
monsters became
What are
Rangers.
Toho?
Oh, I think
That's a question really for Darrel.
That's the Ultraman Godzilla things. I believe so. If I'm wrong, correct me. But if they became like Super Sentai, I think they would just deal with them the same exact way.
Exactly, especially Ultraman. Come on, dude.
Like, get in the Zord and screw it up, for lack of a better word.
Pretty much.
I think I agree with Darrel.
We got Kamen Rider. I mean, just kind of.
And we got the first part.
Oh, dude,
That thing's tiny.
And then so
Dude, it's not like it's kind of like a McDonald's toy.
and
I thought they were gonna like.
Be bigger?
Yeah.
Like, because the box
Let me
is so
see it.
large.
okay, so
How's the detail? It looks pretty cool though.
it's nice.
It's like a
And then-
McDonald's toy. Like
so
a
the
Happy
head
Meal. I
turns.
want McDonald's now.
The head
Man,
turns.
I had McDonald's late night. I did Uber Eats last night
Yeah.
because, guys, last night I went to bed at 6, right? And I was supposed to hang out with somebody, and I forgot. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. She called me, and I remembered her talking to her, and then I remember hanging up the phone, and I went back to sleep. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to be somewhere. And then I was like, well, I'm hungry, and I didn't want to drive, so I called Uber Eats for the first time, and I got
And then
McDonald's.
you get the other ones and build it. Oh. So and you got McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's trippy.
That's one.
That's one.
Power Morphicon is next August, and get ready.
I can't
Because
wait.
we are going to we have a lot of big things going on. Hashtag show is doing a lot.
Like my. Sorry.
But yes, we're going to be talking about it a little bit more in the Ranger wrap-up,
ruin
which is
it.
going to be roughly in about an hour,
Yeah.
like one. So check us out there.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty much going to cover us for Sentai, right?
Yeah.
For Henshin
Yeah,
Hangout?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's really it. I mean, there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of Kyuranger talked about. But the new episode doesn't happen until next week. So until then,
Man.
we're leaving you with this.
Kyuranger. All right, so that's going to do it. Guys, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for
Thanks
watching.
for participating in the chat. Special thanks to Kat and Carlos for your contributions, and our regulars, Anna, Jalen,
And Matt Hunt.
Matt Hunt.
Yeah.
Matt Hunt.
It's awesome.
Thank you again for
the
all the
information.
rumor stuff. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, dude.
And don't take it with a grain of salt. We're going to call it fact. All right, so that's going to do it for us here at that hashtag show. Darrel, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Darrel J. Delphin. Anime Super Chat is no longer happening. It's a seasonal thing. We're still figuring stuff out, but we're going to be putting out new content.
Well, maybe a seasonal thing, because now it could be Facebook exclusive.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, you guys can find me here now.
Wait,
on
you just
Saturdays.
promoted a video game, though. I saw you posted in THS.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then my version. If any of you guys want to play Fallen Legion, but you didn't have a PS Vita to play My Story is currently being ported to PS4 with enhanced graphic, enhanced gameplay, and everything.
Enhanced Darrel voice acting?
So.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I got to this part in the game in the Vita thing because I haven't like finished it yet. But during the recording process, I got really sick, and we were so behind schedules that I started recording anyway. And I got to a part in the game where it doesn't sound like me at all.
Really?
And I'm like, this is it. This is where I got sick.
Oh, see, man. Okay, all right.
I can't wait to hear that in HD. So
That's great. That's so funny.
So yeah.
So that's where you can find Darrel. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Darrel J. Delphin.
Darrel J. Delphin.
Not bad.
Also, Daniel, what about you?
Battlestar Galactica. That's where you can find me.
Oh wait, Darrel, and also Kamen Rider Corner.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's
Forgot
right.
about that.
That's a thing.
Yeah, you can find me, Battlestar Galactica, best name on the internet.
Aslan. King Aslan.
See, it sounds like you're adding a D to it, and it's not a land, it's Aslan.
It's
As far as
Aslan.
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 His name is Aslan.
I got it,
His name is
Aslan.
Aslan. Well, that's my AKA. But Aslan.
Aslan.
Aslan. L-A-N. Aslan. But Battlestar Galactica. On Twitter, you can find me as that hashtag BSG. And you can find me on our DC interactive Arrowverse discussion.
It's called the Watchtower. Is that
Called the Watchtower. No, I'm just saying, but it's an interactive. It's an interactive Arrowverse discussion show.
Just don't talk about
Watchtower.
Just don't talk about Arrow.
It's in the Arrowverse. We know the Arrow. We know Arrow is.
Wait, are you guys talking
kind
about
of
Lucifer?
retire. How dare you?
No,
You're
really.
in the Arrowverse.
But aren't you guys been covering Titans when it comes?
We don't even know if we're going to be.
You mean
covering Titans.
Teen Titans?
I would
don't
cover
know.
Titans. It
I
seems like
would
it's
cover
pretty good.
Titans. I mean, that's
I would
interesting.
watch.
I know you guys aren't
Titans.
covering Gotham because nobody should be watching that show. But
But right now
Shots fired.
we're only dealing with the Arrowverse.
well, technically,
and,
Black
it's a
Lightning's
great
gonna
show.
not in the Arrowverse.
He's not in the Arrowverse.
So you're gonna
but
cover
we're
that?
still covering. it. I
Wait,
don't care.
really?
Yeah.
When did they confirm that?
Oh, when
Well,
they
he's
first
in
put
his
the,
own.
No,
he's on the
it's
same
because
network.
of where they're shooting.
He's on the
they're
same
shooting in
network.
Atlanta versus shooting in Canada.
Yeah, so he's on the same
else.
network, but he's not in the same like
Universe. Okay, that's what I mean. Like, I was told
But
that.
then again, I mean, we have multiverse, so
do have
That's
but
such
we'll
a
see-
missed opportunity,
But
guys.
we will see what
Sorry.
happens with Crisis on.
Oh, let me
Earth-
tell you, I just
on
saw
Earth
Justice
X.
League, and Grant Gustin shows up. It's amazing. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at That Hashtag Show. You can find me at That Hashtag Show every week on Hashtag Show. I'm here on the Ranger
believe
Wrap-Up,
you.
on the news. What else do I do? The news
Such
feed.
a liar! Oh, your
And-
name is now Aslan. That's it.
And yeah, you
Is
can find me
that the name that we're just giving?
That Hashtag Show.
Yeah, right.
But that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending.
In geek pop culture.
You just got called.
You called him Aslan.
Oh.